Harababoshki. Hello everyone, it is I, the one and only Raynon Cooper.
And I am.
That was a very slow reaction for some reason, I'm not sure why. Anyways, welcome to another bit of Sunday nostalgia. However, this time we'll be doing things a little differently. For once, I'm not gonna be the one playing. I am, is.
Kinda.
So, because it's quite difficult for us to set up recording at his place, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be in control of the game, like whoop 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 whoop, and he's gonna direct me. So, I am the controller, and I am the director. Confused yet? Good. Let's get into it. Click him. First turnabout.
A case I know very well.
Oh my. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Boy, am I nervous.
Right!
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Oof, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
You owe him a favor, so you have to help him with a murder case. That's quite a heavy favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant for this case?
Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Just saying, you should very much, as an attorney, make sure your client is not screaming that kind of stuff in the courtroom. Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What's wrong, Larry?
See, you should also not be screaming, I'm guilty, in a legal courthouse. Oh, it's all over. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
Oh no.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Sure. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Friends like these, who needs enemies? Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I feel like I can I can tell I have something in common with Sipat.
In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Sounds familiar.
But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name.
Wouldn't it be ironic if the first case was actually a guilty verdict? Like he actually fucking did it, or or you end up forced to give a guilty verdict and then later have to retrial, which is something that has basically, if I remember correctly, never happened in the series. There is no such thing as a retrial, even though it should be. Like, I feel like that's
just what I'm going to do.
It's kind of a missed opportunity, you know. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
So who's taking Mr. Screamy Pants over on the other side of the courtroom?
You can be the judge, I can do this. Yeah, I can be the prosecutors.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
You're fine.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That would be Mr. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
If I remember correctly, you do actually get a really funny dialogue if you choose Mia.
Probably. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry it. Well, actually, you should be reading these now that I think about it.
One would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this.
And also, we need to show this to everyone. I'm kidding. But it's fun.
I mean, it's customary.
Yeah.
Cindy's autopsy report. Yep. Time of deaths. 7:31, 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. somewhere thereabouts. Blood loss due to blunt trauma. Yep. Who is the victim in this case? She is Cindy Stone, Your Honor.
Pick me a fake.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
I like how they made me an option twice in a row.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Just bonked right on the
Smash!
fucking noggin.
She got down
She was
smash.
struck once by a blunt object. Blonde. A blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
You're fine.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. He was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
See, the court accepts it into evidence. The statue in the shape of the finger. It is rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in the court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Nah, it's fine.
Larry is unfortunate.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony!
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me. Ever. It wasn't to you anyway!
Mr. Butts,
eye twitch.
what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped.
Or ghosted. What'd you say?
Larry's little eye twitch.
Hmm,
He is not doing good.
no.
In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
You like the voice I'm doing for Payne? Quite fitting, right?
Sure.
I think it's fitting. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 30th of July, the day before the murder.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sure.
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that. I don't think you want to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Yeah, you're definitely supposed to say stop him from answering.
It's funnier if you do.
I don't. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men.
You sure about that?
That question is irrelevant to this case.
Do you have proof of that, right?
I mean, he seemed surprised to hear about it just now.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, G-Dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I imagine he originally said something like, I'm gonna kill her or whatever.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
It's quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you? Or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
Shut up!
I'll send him a signal.
This is one of the best parts of the first case, in my opinion.
Lie like a dog.
Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's... We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call as witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sod to the stand. Mr. Sod, you sell newspaper subscription, is that correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Zoid, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. This is the most untrustworthy looking guy.
He's literally doing that generic seller's handshake thing. Well, I was going to door selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. Woman. Not woman. Dead! I quailed in fright and find myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found the public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. I find it really weird how his head doesn't move, but everything else does.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth?
Because you told him not to!
I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
I'm sure you're fine.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sard used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Oh. What a lucky coincidence.
Now, Mr. Wright? Yes? Oh, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Alright, right? This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do? Phoenix,
Why?
you went to law school!
Yeah, but the issue is every single person that goes on the stand performs perjury. Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies. What? He was lying?
The client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Wing, wing, wing.
How do I prove he's not?
I love doing the wing, wing. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness' testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face.
Okay.
Open the court record with the R button, then point out contradiction in the testimony. Now, finally get to the gameplay.
Ugh, I'm just, ugh.
Here we go.
Yep. Up. I'm not gonna repeat all this every time.
Oh, yeah.
So now you just
Okay.
tell me what to do.
Yeah. This is a case I know very well.
I'm just
So if I recall correctly, we want to go to when he mentions the time. So just go ahead until he mentions the time.
and then
And then we check the court record against the autopsy. And yep, that does not match. So we say... Jackson! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure?
yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Haha, cause his name is Frank. Haha.
Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Wing, wing, wing!
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. CET? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. Excuse me.
I'm joking.
Don't die on me now.
I'll be the second victim of this case. That's all you have to do, point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Alright, Miss Boob Lady. Wait! I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Ahem. The time of discovery. You see, I went, find... You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. We will never see the judge this, like, actually in control and reasonable.
Ever again. Yeah. Especially when a certain family is involved. Right.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
I've got this one. Phoenix sees it. And I see
I
it.
see it.
They're bored. This one. I want to
Alright.
present the bit about the power going out. Yeah. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Ah! Well, I will.
Point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sart?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now.
Mr. Sart? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Yeah, as if that matters even in the slightest.
As if that's gonna matter fucking next week. And you seem rather distraught. Again, something he's gonna be
apologies,
completely
Your
oblivious to
Honor.
in the future.
It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sart. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
A real attorney would immediately be like, "You just said you saw TV, now you're seeing you say a clock? It's weird. You keep changing your story on us. I don't believe anything at all." I doubt...
Like, once you've been caught lying, like, twice.
Yep.
Like,
All
at that point...
All your credibility as a witness goes out the window, and that means you will have lack of evidence to prove the accused guilty, which would find him innocent, because you as an attorney, you're not the one supposed to find the goddamn killer. You're just supposed to find your client innocent, to the best of your abilities.
Yeah, gladly.
Poke some more holes in him. You see he already has one hole. Just poke a few more.
I saw it. Yeah, nothing I can do about that, I don't think. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? The murder weapon. The killer used it on the victim. I think this is where I'm supposed to present the statue, then. Or was that on another one?
The music stopped, so you're right.
Wait just a moment.
That is, for anyone watching, that is how you know. If the music stops, you got it right.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? An attorney.
Just answer the question, Mr. Side.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the victim stated, this statue is indeed a clock. I think I just said victim instead of witness. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it does look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
Hey. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
And it's gonna go on quite the killing spree.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction!
Oh no!
Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment, clearly.
Nah, he knew the victim.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Why the fuck you lying?
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I just did! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
To be fair, with a DNA test of sampling where the blood is on the statue, yes, you can exactly prove exactly where you hit the victim with the thing, which would potentially trigger the clock. He looks so square from the backside.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
He's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, enjoying this.
Wishing he had some popcorn right about now.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. His Honor is very much the, wanna see where this goes kind of judge.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sword? The sound must have left quite the impression on you. Essentially a word there, but that's fine. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind.
Well, that depends on if he's a serial killer or just one-time homicide.
That's why you were so certain about the time.
Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the victim witness's face.
You also did it.
I flipped.
Ah!
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Yeah! Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death! Jesus. Well, to be fair, I believe at the time of when this game happens, yes, the death penalty was very much a thing.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright? Your Honor? You claim the sound the victim heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Sword heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply
Ask the neighbors.
sound the clock.
Okay.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
They're also just saying the judge should not have full control over the evidence. They sit with them.
The court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25.
Certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sword heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sword, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha!
You forgot one thing.
What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Admit I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Wing.
Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. I think that's how that word is pronounced.
I'm pretty sure you said it right. I was actually thinking, is he gonna say it right or wrong? I think it is indict.
Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Side.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. I throw my wig at you. That's all your fault. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Side.
Mia! I mean, Chief!
Oh, who's getting friendly now, Phoenix? Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking out of the box. It's outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you have your proof. Right? No. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes.
Hi!
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
How did I know you was gonna say it that way? You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
See this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. That would be the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day of the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Very much assuming that the fucking player knows exactly what time zone this game takes place in.
Which is Japan. Not USA. Well, actually, the thing is, there are locations in USA where it would be 9-hour difference from France, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the way they did the localization is that they localized it as taking place in California.
Yep.
When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
Which would also be the opposite if you were in the Japanese version. It would be slow, not fast.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home.
See, the thing is, that's not exactly solid evidence. However, unlike this game...
This is fucking kangaroo court where you just gotta say something with enough conviction.
Because in real life, a lot of cases are pulled through not with evidence, but mostly by testimony. Because you're running on the assumption that she had kept the clock, or had changed the clock, when she went to Paris. Who says she changed it when she went to Paris? However, it is enough doubt that the peanut gallery, well, not the peanut gallery, the jury can be like,
There's not even a jury in this game. They don't
well,
even
that's
have
because
that.
it's so early in the series. Well, there's no jury at any point in the series, but
There was a jury at one point in the series.
Right. Which is ironically earlier in the timeline than this game.
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Oh. Well, there's a jury in that game too. You're thinking of Apollo Justice, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Ah, okay. Anyways.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong.
You're wrong!
Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? My first time through this game, this was the moment when I realized the pun in his name. And it wasn't until a couple more pun names that I realized every name is a pun.
Except for the judge.
Well, he doesn't have a fucking name.
Exactly. He's just judge.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected.
It is also very different to what it was in the anime. Because, like, we were never told why in the world she would bring that clock at all until the case is over. Like, why would you bring such an unhandy clock, you know?
Mr. Payne, your witness.
He,
I mean, we already know that the time the clock says is like the correct time, as if she had brought it to France.
No, I know that, but we don't get
So-
the reason why she brought it. Because it's a
Yeah.
big fucking thing. It's a hunk of junk. And I believe in the anime they even mention how he saw it at like a store or something, and that's how he knew it was a clock. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. Oh, that shit seems to be desyncing on my end. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
Good thing it looks like it's fine on the stream. It'll probably catch up eventually.
And and find the true culprit at the same time.
Which is not your job, but good work.
That's apparently the only way a defense attorney can win in this fucking bullshit universe.
Which again,
Thank you, Your Honor.
is the prosecution's job. They are supposed to accuse people. And if they're wrong, they have to
Well,
find
it's the
someone
police's
else.
job to find who did it.
Well, yeah, there's a police job to find them. It's the prosecution's job to prove they're guilty. It's only the attorney's job to prove their client innocent. They have nothing to do with getting anyone guilty.
At this point, this is only a formality, but... This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And confetti everywhere.
Which would be so fucking illegal in the courtroom. Like,
And we actually know where the confetti comes from.
isn't it the peanut gallery?
It's never confirmed in-game, but they will... It's never actually confirmed in-game where the confetti comes from, but it was revealed in a little, like, little comic booklet that was included with the physical editions of this game.
And
Or not with this game, but like with the original game.
Mhm.
There were little booklets. We'll get to meet the source of the confetti.
wait.
And with that, court is adjourned.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the The victim returned.
You know, she looks like a... oh, well, she looks like a Carmen Rider with that hairstyle.
I always thought that this particular shot of her always looked a little odd.
She looks like Mega Man with curls.
Flustered, Mr. Side grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Which means this took about 4 hours in game. Also, this music is really rare. I almost
It's
never
nice.
remember hearing it. It's great.
Phew, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Steve. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battle in there. Bullshit. He would have lost if you hadn't interrupted. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. You must be a shit lawyer then.
I've never seen the chief looking this happy.
Ironic.
If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
You look better when you smile. Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
Something I just noticed is that the way he's holding his hands kind of look like he's cuffed.
Yes. ...
But my Sydney Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... never mind.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't.
An horn dog.
Yeah, he sure is.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
No, you weren't. Again, if it wasn't for me, you would have lost the fucking case, Phoenix. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Which would have been a lot more useful to know early on, Larry. That would have been great to know. Really? You made this? She's like offended that he made it.
I read it more as just confused, like, you're
Yes.
capable of this?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Wrong choice, lady. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't let me make you just want to cry.
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you're not gonna sympathize with me, okay? Well, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Do you remember?
It's the statue, right?
It sure is.
Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
I also believe in the anime, or maybe it comes here. Nope. In the anime, there's a picture. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Like how you're gonna be looking at me in a few days. Whapash! We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Which is also not true. While the attorney is meant to completely and absolutely try and defend the client, sometimes they're just straight up know you're guilty and they have to go for a plea bargain. Which is also something that never happens in Ace Attorney.
I've also seen an actual attorney just react to a Ace Attorney, mostly anime. And he says that as a professional attorney, the worst thing you can do is to actually 100% believe in your client.
Mm-hmm.
That gets you emotionally invested, and then you can't do your job right.
Yep. You kind of need to doubt your client a little bit. Just a teensy bit. And again, as I mentioned, plea bargains.
You just have to detach yourself from the whole thing.
Yep, and so does the judge. The only one that doesn't.
A professional who's here to do a job.
The only ones that don't need to do that is the jury. They can invest themselves as much as they want, as long as it doesn't. As long as whatever the jury says or does not affect the rest of the jury. You're not allowed to be like, hey, that guy's guilty, right? That can only be done during the discussion between the jury, like later, where they all talk about their sides. Or I actually don't. I'm not sure if they all sit together and decide, or if they individually go and talk with someone, and then I don't know. I've never been in a courthouse, even though I have probably been accused more times than you have. Anyways, right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Don't stop believing. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
I love Larry's name.
Dirty mind, dirty mind. Also, dinner on her. Ooh my.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah, part, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me.
Well, with how well crafted the clock is, you could probably sell for a pretty penny. Also, how do you even change the fucking clock on that thing is what I'm thinking. Huh?
Probably opening up the inside and there's dials you can turn or whatever.
I guess. Dot dot dot!
I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Bum 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 bum!
My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Wrong. You just never do. You do have the option to, but you don't. Cause you know how a brand new episode has been added. However, that case took actually a whole hour on its own. Which is kind of insane, ain't it?
Yeah,
Oh, ah,
the
ah.
cases only get longer.
Yep, they sure do. No spoilers. Nah. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'm gonna be going on vacation. Well, vacation's a way that I'll still be at home, but I'm gonna not be working, so that's great. So I'll see you guys around. Bye!